from. My name is Imran. I am the CEO and founder of Confexco, the conference and exhibition company. And I'm delighted to welcome you all this morning, or this evening, or this afternoon to the RPA Live, which is Robotics Process Automation Live virtual conference and webinar. This is part of our series of business transformation and operational excellence, which we organize for Asia, Europe, and US. We as a company, we call ourselves the growth catalyst. We are the catalyst that helps individuals grow in their career, companies and organizations solve their most pressing issues. Today, we are here for RPA Live, one of the most important topic in terms of not only just the processes, but also the understanding of RPA in different industries. I'm grateful to all our delegates and speakers who have joined us today from such diverse backgrounds and regions, and their perspectives will allow us to better examine the challenges that are faced by different sectors and learning from failed processes, leveraging or overhauling tech and scaling RPA to the next level. Now, these subjects are of increasing importance for the automation and IoT within each sector, given its necessity rather than the need around challenges, risks, and strategies to mitigate them. Now, considering the world facing unprecedented challenges around political warfare, global pandemic, far-sighted strategic relationship or leadership, coupled with innovative technology and the precursors to successful outcomes, favorable outcomes being self-sufficient and reducing dependency, taking tech automation and RPA into account is very, very important. Now, today's topic, the concept of automation and RPA, which signifies technological evolution. For the last decades, the proliferation and information systems within the society has been tremendous. Today, we see a vast variety of these services provided by the companies and institutions as digital offering and services. Industry 4.0 is the fourth industry revolution where technologies and automations are asserting themselves as major challenges. Robotic process automation has numerous advantages in terms of automating organizational and business processes. Allied to these advantages, the complementary use of artificial intelligence and other techniques like Gen AI allows us to improve the accuracy and execution of RPA processes in the extraction of information, in the recognition of classification of data, and also forecasting and optimization of processes. In this context, through this event, our aim is to present use cases, feasibility studies, misconceptions, and also pitfalls around its implementation, and some of the RPA tools associated with AI and now Gen AI that can contribute to improvement of the organizational process associated with Industry 4.0. Moreover, the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, which is the Industry 4.0, is paving the way for new ways to automate mundane rules based on business processes using RPA tools on information obtained from smart devices. Right from your phones to your PCs, to your laptops, to tablets, to your server systems. For business processes, RPA is an extrapolation of human workers' repetitive tasks by a robot. In this case, not necessarily a physical humanoid robot, but systems, solutions, softwares which are sitting on your computers or sitting on your servers. This aim to replace people by automation in an outside, in a manner, unlike traditional methods. RPA is not part of the information structure, but rather sits on top of it, implying a low level of intrusiveness, possibly reducing costs, improving processes, improving customer experience. Some reports present 30 to 50% decrease in operational costs of transactional activities within shared services within the use of RPA technologies. I will be going in much detail in terms of these kind of statistics towards the end of this today's webinar, where I will share statistics not only from one region or one industry, but also a wide variety of statistics which will give you an overview of where RPA is today. So going ahead with this conference today, we have speakers from leading organizations like Bajaj Allianz, Guarantee BBVA from Turkey, SP Jain Global School of Management, who have presence not only in India, but also Singapore and Dubai. They will be touching upon topics like strategic planning, organizational structure, adaptation of digitalization, and disruptive methodologies in the practical domain, and feel to share their expertise and open the forum of discussion and Q&A. I invite you all to join us today and engage with us in terms of not only live on air here right on this webinar, but also through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through any other social media channel that you're seeing us today, and engage and ask questions. One of the things that we're trying to push through this kind of an event is to bring together as many comments, as many suggestions, as many inputs as possible to help each other and share that knowledge and grow together. So look at a LinkedIn post on a company page, on my profile page, and answer that question that I have shared. What is that one story of RPA that you have that is unique from anybody else? That one story could be how you came to know about RPA. That one story could be how your company implemented RPA and you had no idea about automation and how you learned. That one story could be something as simple as having your air conditioning on auto off mode, which is the simplest automation. It happens on its own. Anything that happens on its own is an automation where there is no human involvement. So share your unique story and let us engage on that. There is a giveaway. There is something that we are giving to our unique story share, a person who shares its unique story. You will get a free attendance to one of our physical events, either in Europe, US, or in Asia. And also, you will get a chance to share that story in front of a wider global audience and interact with who's who within the business transformation and operational excellence community. So thank you again for your attention, and I wish you all the productive and informative conference. And please feel free to ask questions to our speakers who have taken their precious time and come with us and joined here with us today to share their expertise. With that, I would like to introduce Mr. Gaurav Sharma, who's the Vice President Operations for Bajaj Allianz General Insurance, the company who has been twice awarded as the Digital Insurer of the Year across Asia and is ranked 8th among the global top 100 digital insurers. And it's one of the 20 best insurers of 2020 in Asia Pacific. Mr. Gaurav Sharma's distinguished career has been spanning over 19 years with Bajaj Allianz and Cholamandalam, etc. You can have a look at his LinkedIn profile, do connect with him. And his forte has been driving branch operations across value chain by combining new age technologies with customer insights and exceeding customer expectations profitably. His specialties include insurance, operations, robotic process automation, and process re-engineering. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Gaurav, for taking time out from his busy schedule and joining us today. A very warm welcome to you, Gaurav. I leave the stage to you. Please continue with the presentation, and I will join you again after you finish your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Imran, for setting up the stage and kicking off the conference. And a warm welcome to all of you. Hello, everybody. My name is Gaurav Sharma, and I work in Bajaj Allianz, which is a joint venture between Bajaj Finserv, which is in India, and Allianz SE, which is in Germany. So I'll quickly start my presentation. Allow me 30 seconds, please. Please let me know when my presentation is up.
Yes, we are good to go, Gaurav.
Thank you so much. So we are about to start a very interesting subject, which is robotic process automation. And I would like to share our experiences and our implementation journey within the company, as well as what is happening around in the industry, as well as across the globe. So as just highlighted, this is a small introduction about what is Bajaj Allianz General Insurance. And So we were the first one to use Gen AI as well as RPA in our processes, and we have also been bestowed upon a few recognitions which were on our bots, and we have been also awarded General Insurance Company of the Year in the 27th Asia Insurance Industry Awards, as well as Product Innovator of the Year. This is a small introduction which just been given. So let's start. What is actually RPA? So the robotic process automation market size is currently valued at around $4.02 billion, and it is expected to go to $11 billion by 27, expanding to a CAGR of 29.70 from 24 to 29. And I'm just highlighting few of the studies done, like for example, Accenture is coming up with a study, and it's in the records that 30 to 40% of the underwriting and claims cost will get reduced over a period of time with the help of RPA and automation. Similarly, McKinsey says that 75% of the transactional operations can be automated, and also around 40% of our reporting requirements, like planning, which helps us in planning and strategic work, can be automated. So let's see how the man versus machine era is changing. So if we compare what right now what we do with physical manpower and what the machine has to offer us, there is a small comparison between both the two. So if you go by the working hours, a human being works for 8 hours on an average. If we compare it with the RPA, it can go up to 24 hours of uninterrupted working. So generally, it works on 3 shifts, so it ranges between 16 to 24 hours. So the RPA benefit here is around 2 to 3 times. The processing speed, like for human, as compared to RPAs, the speed is 3 to 5x more than a human being. The annual running cost, so a human resource will cost us on an average around 6,000 USD in a year. And if we compare it to a cost of RPA implementation, it would be around 5,000 USD across a year. So that there also we have a benefit of around 1.2x multiplier. So how the RPA is helping here? We can implement RPA on a real-time basis. So all the customer queries which are coming on to us can be responded even at the midnight when it's not possible to have a human agent at the front end. The RPAs can run around the clock, giving 24/7 service availability. There is a flexibility also, which depending on the volumes, we can increase or decrease the number of machines which are working on RPA. If we do the same thing with a human being, we will have to have hiring, training, a period of around a quarter or two for cooling down for the new resources, which can be eliminated if we are going the RPA way, because RPA can get kick and running on the day one. So it results in faster TAT and customer responses. How RPA is faring across various value chain, just an introduction of it. RPA in hyper automation. So AI performs advanced data analytics, and machine learning improves the accuracy and efficiency of RPA bots. And natural language progression enables RPA bots to understand and respond to natural language input. So these are primarily used at our call centers and the front end ports. The second one is the RPA COE, which can be implemented within the company to maximize the return on investment, like policy issuance, agriculture issuance, finance and accounting operations, case allocation to the team members. So RPA COE can be implemented here. So instead of team leads or managers getting involved in allocation of transactions to various team members, those allotment and allocation can be left to the RPAs, which do it very beautifully and scientifically. RPA and ERP integrated with the ERP systems to automate various business processes and tasks like data entry, validation. RPA as a service typically offers, including RPA software, implementation support, and ongoing maintenance and support. RPA also has a multilingual digital capabilities, which, as compared to human beings, takes a lot of time as well as resources to develop a multilingual framework within the company, which can be easily done with RPAs, because RPAs are available in multilingual form, and it just need a small amount of development, and we are up and running. Now, what's happening in insurance industry around RPA? So the first piece, where the customer journey starts, is the data entry and quote offering to the customers. RPA can extract customer data, customer information. If, for example, a prospect is coming up to us for a motor insurance, RPA can read the registration certificates and extract the detail out of it and offer the best suited quotation. Second one, when the journey moves from quote to issuance, RPA can seek payments from the customers based on the quotation offered to the customer, and it can sync into the policy admin system. The payment as well as the proposal can sync in, and RPA can generate policies also as per the predefined rules, which we built over a period of time, depending on our underwriting philosophies. Though RPA can take care of that too. Moving forward, RPA can also generate policy documents, renewal documents to the customers as the journey moves forward. After 1 year, when the renewal comes due, RPA can generate the renewal notices and inform the customers. At the time of claim, RPA guides customers through the FNOL process, which is the first notice of loss, which the customer has to lodge at the company. RPA can guide the customers on that process itself. And in the claim assessment for the claim team of the organization, the straightforward claims with predefined parameters can be handled by RPAs independently without any intervention from human resources. 24/7 customer services is also available through RPA. RPA can also give the best suited query resolution to the customers based on the framework and the ML which comes into the place here. RPA is also used for personalized services to our customers through personalized interactions depending on the needs and preferences of the customer, addressing the complex customer needs which keep on changing from time to time. In the entire value chain, whenever a customer reaches out to us, we can understand through RPAs as to what can be the best solution or services which can be offered to that customer. It also helps us building strong customer relationships because it is available, it is cognitive and understanding of customer needs. What we are doing at Bajaj Allianz, the previous one for the entire industry. In Bajaj Allianz, we are using robotic process for automating entire policy issuance. So entire motor policy issuance can be issued through RPA, and our human intervention is very minimal. We have a large chunk of crop insurance, which we do based on various crop insurance policies formulated by government and states from time to time. So in every crop season, the guidelines are changing. So we adapt our RPS based on the new guidelines. What are the state policies? What are the kind of documents which will come to us? How do we do the quality check? The entire process happens on RPAs. We are also integrated with our original equipment manufacturers because at the front end, they are the ones who are having customers at their doorsteps. They handle the customers, they issue the policies at their dealerships and showrooms. And at the back end, we do the conversion through RPAs. So the impact of it is increasing operational efficiency. So at one point of time, I remember we were having hundreds of manual resources engaging in this activity, which we tried to bring down. And so whatever was done by around, if I talk about only one process, at one point of time, there are around 300 resources involved in that process that got interchanged with only 10 bots. So on one side, we have 300 resources, and on one side, we have 10 bots, which are handling those activities in an efficient manner. So when we have customized and we have programmed the RPAs, the chances of manual errors also decrease, and the turnaround time also increases substantially. And at the time of any new business coming up, we are ready, and we can only program the robots accordingly to the new business scenarios and regulations. And on the day one, we are ready to go ahead. Moving next, we are also issuing endorsements through RPAs. So wherever we have non-financial endorsements, like any change in customer details, like change in mobile number, change in email address, change in the correspondence address, any other changes which are non-financial, we do it through our RPAs. And the impact is for the customers, because we have our bots running around the corner. The customers can get these changes anytime during the day or night as per their convenience. They are not dependent upon reaching out to our branches or our call centers. They can do these changes at their end through the front end. The next piece, which we are handling through our robotic processes, are the management of documents. So we deal with huge number of documents because insurance is a subject matter of solicitation. First, the proposer has to solicit insurance, then we offer insurance based on their needs. So there is a huge documentation which is involved, and like for example, the customer has to fill up a proposal document. They also submit their health documents if they are taking any health policies from us. So they have, maybe based on their age bracket, they also have to get their health checkup done. So there is a huge documentation involved there. At the time of claims, they have to submit all the hospital bills and other documents, and similarly other financial documents which we deal with from time to time. So there is a need for archival and safe recording of this data so that at the time of need we can retrieve this data. So the entire piece we are handling through bots. So there is a minimal involvement of manual resources here, and the entire process is handled by bots. For the customer, if they want any kind of policy document or they want renewal document, that can also be downloaded through bots, and they can be pushed to the customers as per their requirements. Because in our banking partnerships, there is a need of thousands of policies at one point of time. So those also we kind of push those through our robots, and with no intervention from human resources. So that was it. Let me see if I can play this video for you.
Modern business processes are evolving. The nature of modern business is changing, and automation at enterprise level is evolving with. From Excel macros to simplified processes to modernization of existing applications, organizations' pursuit to improve quality and efficiency while being cost effective has ended up in robotic process automation. RPA enables workforce digitization to help organizations remain competitive by automating mundane and repetitive operations and relocating human resources to more strategic roles. The entire point of implementing RPA in business operations is to reduce costs by automating repetitive manual tasks. Additional focus should be on implementing mistake-proof, sustainable processes by eliminating human errors as much as possible. Organizations can reduce operational costs by 30% using hyperautomation and optimized operational processes. RPA works faster than humans, which means better customer service, increased efficiency. Organization can save up to 2 FTE hours per day. Low-code, no-code platforms. Low-code, no-code platforms would use visual interfaces to enable users to develop their business solutions without extensive coding knowledge. Intelligent automation. Smart automation increases the number of processes that can be done in business process automations. It is indisputable that artificial intelligence-based automation solution will hold enormous potential in the coming years. The question is, how quickly are we able to shape up the businesses around this new technology? Managed RPA. Managed services enable businesses to operate at high velocity and reduce operational overheads. Managed services for automation would offer flexibility to move workloads across all business segments for business workflows, software systems, ERPs, and CMSs. Maximizing the impact of RPA requires committed shift in mindset and approach from experimentation to transformation.
That was the overall presentation. I'm ending the presentation and moving on to the Q&A. If you can see.
Thank you, Gaurav. That was an excellent presentation and great insights on the use of automation RPA within the insurance sector. We do have some questions. We have a question from I think Lucas, who said, with the level of RPA and automation going on, as you mentioned clearly in your slides, what level of human intervention is and would be required in the future to monitor the automated work?
See, as I told you, and I'm telling based on our experience, it's RPA always has to be taught what to do. So human intervention will be required in future, but the basic data entry will go away. So that RPA can do, but RPA cannot think on its own. RPA has to be programmed. So if we talk about human intervention, yes, human intervention will be required for programming of RPAs, but not for doing the data entry jobs.
Great. Thank you for answering that. Now, to add on to that, now I know there's been a lot of debate and people are talking about the future of AI and how it can, take a lot of jobs and impact a lot of careers and individuals. Now, on that front, within the insurance sector, generative AI is something that needs prompts. Now, is there something that you have come across where self-prompting or AI can create a prompt on its own and generate a content or a process or an automation on its own and self-learn? Is that something that you have seen?
See, we come across a lot of customer experiences throughout day and night. And every
Right.
time, every time we get to know about the customer, we know the preferences of the customer, and we also understand uh, the current mindset of the customer. So Gen AI has been instrumental in understanding where the customer is coming from. For example, if a customer is coming for a claim, so we need to understand at that moment when a customer is lodging a claim, we have to be empathetic about the situation, and Gen AI handles that very beautifully. And we also have a hybrid environment. So wherever if a front end robots are not able to handle the customer queries, there is a seamless transition to human agents also. So there, Gen AI has to be very smart and adaptive.
So, it's just safe to say that you're already using it now. Was this recent in last couple of years, or you've like implementation that happened, and what kind of change did you see in your operational ROI by implementing this?
See, we have been using RPA since quite some time now. So these have been almost 4 or 5 years since we are building RPS. And in my presentation also, I highlighted that there was a one specific process where we had 300 resources involved, which got just eliminated and transformed into RPA process with only 10 bots. So in policy issuance and operations, yes, that is the ROI which we got. So, and I have shown the cost also. So one bot is costing us $5,000. And
Mhm.
this, if I talk about human resources, it is about $6,000. So there is a saving of 1x there. But the Gen AI piece we have been implementing very recently, since last few months only, in our call centers. So there it's a period of learning, and every day is a new experience. And as I just told you, the handling of situation and prompting our backend resources about the customer need is something which is handled very beautifully by Gen AI. So if a customer is coming up for any new purchase journey, it handles that in a distinct manner as compared to a customer which is coming to us for a claim journey. So that understanding and adaptation is very beautifully handled by Gen AI.
Perfect. Thank you for answering that more precisely on this topic. There was a conversation I was having with a company called Kaiser Permanente from US. It's a very large health insurance organization. Uh, uh, on the same topic on AI automation and RPA and what kind of Gen AI tools they are using. Apart from customer facing implementation, it was an interesting discussion about underwriting. Now, creating products with the use of AI, with the use of processes or understanding existing product and enhancing that to multiple product lines. So this is something which was new even for me to know that this is something already existing within the underwriting team. Because if you have more products that can be created with the use of automation or AI, then of course your business case also increases. So is that something that you're thinking about?
Yeah, very much. We are on the path, and as I told you, we have implemented Gen AI very recently on in our customer journeys. Similarly, we are also working on putting up uh, Gen AI functionalities in our underwriting as well as claims journey also. So uh, based on machine learning and based on the since last few years, we have gathered umpteen of data with us, which is available based on the Gen AI features which are ever changing. Now we are saying every 2 to 3 months the version are also changing, and every new version is better than the previous one. So so there has to be a balance out there for choosing the right ones. And in underwriting, because we have so much of customer data and customer is coming back to us for renewals every year, we tend to understand what are the need for customer uh, for a new product or for a new offering. So customers are also aware these days, and they have understood the importance of insurance of late. After pandemic, there was a huge awareness of health insurance, which you just talked about. So altogether, the systems and the machine learning is learning, and the Gen AI is playing a pivotal role there to form our future underwriting journeys. So if I talk about underwriting policies, now that we have a new policy, if I talk about our country, we can use and file the products. So it gives a better opportunity earlier, like earlier days when we had to first file the product and then only we can put to use. Now we can come up with a new product, we can use that, and then we can file the same. So the go-to market has reduced, and there Gen AI will play a very pivotal role in coming up with new products based on the customer preferences and the customer needs. Similarly, at
Thank
the
you for
time
the
of
highlight.
claims also.
Sorry, come again. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that.
So similarly, at the time of claims also,
Mhm.
we are empathetic of the situation which customer is going through. So we offer the best support which we can offer to the customer on the spot. So in earlier days, we like if I talk about motor claims, in older days, the customer had to take the vehicle to a nearby garage and get the vehicle repaired.
Right.
Now we offer on the spot claim settlement, and that's have been possible because of AI.
I think one very important aspect of insurance you just mentioned, insurance, is a field of where the emotional quotient is present, and customer service department generally takes care of it and takes care of the customer's need and empathetically connecting with them. Do you think that automation or will be a challenge to manage that kind of emotional quotient within the insurance or the RPA process?
See, what we have seen is now customers are also they have a very less time to have interactions with the service providers. So they also want. So there is a two set of customers which we see. There one kind of customers will be who which require instant resolutions. So they are more prone to go to our bots and self-servicing options. And the other set of customers who still want to talk to our agents at call center, so they still prefer to calling and having their issues or concerns discussed with us and requirement getting fulfilled. So will have to live with both of these for some time, at least if I can see another 4 to 5 years, we will have to live with both the options, because uh, the customers will need some, or if we talk about natural human being also, at the time of claims, if we see, they need empathy from us. But if there is a small endorsements which they want, they would not need any human being to come to their service. They can get that done through automated bots. So the kind of service which they require from the company differentiates the modes of servicing. So I think both are going to stay for some time here.
Thank you so much for answering that question, because that's one of the things that keeps coming again and again about the humanization of robots or the humanization of automation. So maybe it could be as soon as tomorrow. We don't know, with the kind of changes that are happening in the tech world. It could have, we may have an announcement tonight that Google has launched something new which can connect you on an emotional level. We don't know, right? So let's see where
That can happen.
right
Yes.
where it takes. Yeah, anything can happen. We just cannot predict. There was an event recently in Saudi where one of their humanoid robots was interacting, and there was a question asked to the robot that can you create another robot on your own? So there was a beautiful answer which said that humans have the creativity and the decision making power which robots are not given. Robots are controlled by humans, and so we cannot decide on our own. So this is something I think till we have the on off switch in our hand, we can still control. The moment we let go of that, we don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rightly
So thank you so much, Gaurav, for your time today. It was pleasure connecting with you, talking with you, and also I'm sure the audience loved your presentation.
Welcome.
And please feel free to connect with the audience on LinkedIn. We will tag you on the post so people can ask you questions there as well and continue this conversation forward. Great insights on the insurance sector within RPA. And how it is being used, and it really guides a lot of insurance companies on how they can also use it in the future. Thank you so much, Gaurav, again for your time and sharing your experience.
Thanks for having me here.
I look forward to it. Most welcome, Gaurav. See you again soon. Thank you. So for the audience, please take a short break of 15 minutes and use the same link to join again for our next presentation and then on our next expert speaker on RPA. I look forward to welcoming you again in next 10 minutes, where the broadcast will be live and you will be able to join, and we'll start the next set of presentation. I see you on the other side.